never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
You back, how they expect for you to grow? I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, the Meek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, Tower music, nigga. Go.
In the whole New York, but fuck that, back to the party and the dancing. Tonight we fucking, ain't no romancing. Gumbo gas, but I still love Branson. No cosigner, I do my own sampling. When I pull up, niggas go crazy. When I pop out, bitches go crazy. Shit lit like 90s and the 80s. Get your surfboard, I'm wavy, baby. When I pull up, niggas go crazy. When I pop out, bitches go crazy. Shit lit like 90s and the 80s. Get your surfboard, I'm wavy, baby.
Ladies, no, I'm far from ugly. They all think the world of me. For clout, most of them want fuck me. But who knows, they might get lucky. Ladies, no, I'm far from ugly.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Good evening, great people. Good evening, great people. Another night to do some real good music. Another night, another great night. It's Friday. It's Friday. Shout out to the ones that tonight ends your, your work week. And then shout out to the people that tonight don't end their work week. To the people that got to work the Saturdays and the Sundays. Can you dig what I'm saying? It's Friday night. You know, the same thing. Sip and burn. remembrance of the Dread El Compa. We used to go sip and burn at the crib. Shout out to my nigga Pup Low. That's what y'all was just listening to. 80s and 90s. How y'all feeling tonight? If y'all can hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body, do me a favor and drop the dice cubes to let me know that the audio is crystal clear. Shout out to everybody that typed so far. I shared it. Some more people should be coming in this Friday night. You know, I got a couple of hood news from my point of views, a couple of them. Then we can get into the straight up Friday night vibe, you know? Appreciate you, Big Kev. You said the audio was crystal clear. Drop Guard was the first one to say, what up, what up, what up, what up. Kev was the second one to say, Big Dice salute. Shout out to GP on the tube, holding us down like James Brown. Shout out to the Cynical One. Shout out to DS1 Ross, the boss, a.k.a. Tube Chronicles. If you know, you know. He back. He got his other channel up. Make sure y'all get over there. What it is, what it ain't talk. Baby Grizz, salute, beloved. Shout out to them boys in Jersey. It's a rapper out in Jersey. Before I get into this show, he just dropped the video today. You know, I like to be the one to bust certain jams. Like, shout out to my nigga Baby Grizz, his nephew Slim, featuring Jeremiah. You know, I like to be my nigga Clips, first one home. You know, the way the hot 16, you know, et cetera, the job, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But this shit right here, y'all, this song right here is called BAN. B-A-N. It's an abbreviation. It's an acronym. Just like LOL stands for laugh out loud. This stands for bitch ass nigga. Bad vibes, I see you in the building. I want y'all to listen to this song for me right quick. And if y'all feel as though this is fire, put fire up in the chat. If you're official, I'm gonna keep it funky with you. If you're not official, if you're a bitch ass nigga, you ain't gonna feel it. But I don't see no bitch assness in the chat. So I know everybody in here gonna feel this one. But shout out to the boys from Jersey, man. He about to bring that gumbo out too, man. Shout out to the boys from Jersey. His name is Hard Luck. And this one right here is called Bitch Ass Nigga, the official video. Remember where y'all seen it first, all right?
Would never be.
Shout out to Angel Dickinson in the building. Shout out to Keish, my baby's in the building. I think that's going to be the anthem for the summer. Very disrespectful. He said you the type to sell a nigga mid. Telling him that it's runts. That's a bitch ass nigga. Side salute. Happy D-Day, baby. Yo, vibes. Happy D-Day, baby. If y'all know, y'all know. You see that purple going across the bottom? It's Happy D-Day. You know, some say Happy G-Day, but we say Happy D-Day. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to all the fallen comrades, man. Shout out to the ones that's behind that wall, man. They still here. We still here. You heard me? You heard me? Yo, Sai, what up, boy? Came to give them a little bit of content tonight. They've been looking for content for life, boy. They've been looking for content for life. So I'm going to start giving them content. I don't know if y'all remember. Man, you got to remember because I just did the show. Yo, peoples, hold it down, nigga. Stay dangerous. You heard me? Appreciate you for pulling up, man. Like I said, everybody that pull up, even if you just pull up to be like, yo, Dice, what up? Whether you hit the like button or not, you shout in and be like, yo, what up? I appreciate that. Acknowledgement is very, very much appreciated. I'm telling you something. That's sincerely. That's sincere. But remember I was telling y'all, everybody was worried about the young man named Antoine Massey. He put a plead out on on Instagram the other day, pleading that Donald Trump, Lil Wayne, Meek Mills, any type of advocate that knows anything or has any say-so in power pertaining to injustice, especially in the corrections system, he reached out to them. Everybody that was in the chat, we had a mixed group. We had a mixed crew. We had a mixed group of people. We had some people that were saying he was crazy. I was saying that he was doing the most rational and logical thing there was, because if you pay attention to what he said in the interview, he said, I know when I'm going back to jail, what's going to happen. He said, I know they're going to catch me. He said that. He said, I know they're going to catch me. He said, this is why I'm pleading right now. He even went in to say directly to Lil Wayne. He spoke about his father. He said, I was the ring carrier in your mama's wedding. They did a little more research into the young man. The young man's father, like he said, he lost his father when he was 7 years old. But he did not tell you descriptively what happened. His father was gunned down in front of him when he was 7 years old. See, I was just saying, him building a relationship with his father from his mother's womb to the age of 7, and to lose his father, like I'm thinking maybe they had to call him and tell him, unfortunately, something happened to your dad and he's no longer here, but to actually see his father unalived in front of him at the age of 7, we already know what that does. But pay attention. Yo, I just told Spank, I seen Spank on the gram. I said, yo, she still look like a teenager. Shout out to Spank, man. If you know, you know, man. But like I said, I think that was the most logical thing to do, because once he turns himself in or he's captured, they cannot lay a hand on him. I told y'all somebody was going to grab a hold to this because this young man was going to go viral. I said this. I talked about this. I just said this the other day. Was it the day before yesterday when I went live? I said, trust me, this dude is about to go viral. You dig what I'm saying? Because I believe him. Like he said, as a child, he made some mistakes. Decisions children make as children. He said he got an 18-year-old daughter, a son. He ain't got no time. He said all of these charges, pay attention to the charges. Great. Domestic violence, assault by strangulation, kidnapping, et cetera, et cetera. Come to find out, it was all a made-up story because the young lady that he was dealing with was under the impression that he was dealing with another woman. So we're going to go past that part. Pay attention to what I told y'all, because I told y'all this shit was going to go viral. Pay attention. I want y'all to see who picked this up. I want y'all to see who picked this up. Tell you how I talk this one into life. Let's go. The news got this.
Good afternoon. I'm Meg Gatto.
And I'm Lauren McCoy. Another post on Instagram claims to come from Orleans Parish jail escapee Antoine Massey.
Gabby Killett shares what's in that post and what it reveals about one of the last escapees still on the run.
The latest post on this Instagram account, someone who claims to be escapee Antoine Massey proclaiming his innocence while tagging Fox 8 and other media outlets. It appears to be the same account that posted these videos Sunday.
I'm showing y'all, the whole world, how corrupted the state of Louisiana is. I'm an innocent man. Yes, in my past, I made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say mistakes. I was just young. You know what I'm saying? But the system has failed a lot of people and not just me.
Deputy U.S. Marshal Brian Fair said it was media who made authorities aware of the most recent post Thursday morning. Fair adds authorities are investigating.
We're going to continue to look for him. It's what's going to happen. It's going to happen. We'll continue to investigate leads, and hopefully he'll either surrender to us or we'll capture him, one or the other.
Massey also allegedly posted different versions of a 10-minute video Sunday to that account. In them, he called on President Donald Trump, Kim Kardashian, and multiple rappers to help him. In the videos, he also presents documentation that he says supports his innocence, specifically in the domestic abuse case for which he was incarcerated at the time of his May 16th escape. Fair adds it's too early to tell whether the photo could lead detectives to Massey, who has been on the run for nearly 3 weeks. Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Raspani says posting to social media is risky, and that Massey's posts come as he likely runs out of resources and support.
In my experience, when you get desperate, you get careless, which would mean he would become more likely to be found out. But we'll just have to wait and see.
And anyone who has information on Massey or Derek Groves' whereabouts is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, there was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, What I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher, and he still told.
And shout out to Drop Guard. It's called BAN. Type it in just like that. B period A period N. Capital letters by Hard Luck. HRRD LUCK. Fire. And Drop Guard, I don't know if I shouted you out. Peace to the God. I don't know if, did I see you? Did I see you drop earlier? Yeah, I said what up. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a cold-blooded fact. I was telling you about the situation with the date raping and the sexual trafficking and all that, and how they snatching up kids and how they snatching up adults and they snatching up females. It seemed like they got a target on females, because I was telling you about DC. I was telling you about Maryland, how they wasn't talking about how in New York, it's a lot of females, even down here in the South, that are just mysteriously being abducted and disappearing. Mysteriously being abducted and disappearing. After we listen to full clips, 3 full clips, man, until it's backwards. After we hear clips, we're going to go into the story. You dig? Pain right here. Let's go.
Huh? Niggas know the vibes, man. Talk to you niggas, man. Nightmare.
Oh my God.
Nightmare.
That's a trippy.
Couple of my homies find cases. I just pray they here with me the day that I get famous. Cause those my niggas and I love them to death. Play with them, I put some slugs in your chest. Yeah, we really started from the bottom hustling. Wasn't getting no rest. We wasn't waiting on the government check. Once I started getting chicken, fuck bitches, I start loving them less. And fuck them niggas who ain't fuck with us then. Back when we used to share a slice of pizza, cause our pockets is empty. And 6 of us used to chip in on a bottle of Henny. Now I cop some 42 for a bitch named Jenny. I say I'm tryna fuck, you notice she let me. Cause she know I hustle and I'm tough, so she sucking me sloppily. Plus I'm light skinned, but don't ever think you can bother me. Bitch, I keep a Glock. Once the show, just know you ain't stopping me. Favorite activity is shootings and robberies. What you know about it? Boy, I watch some snakes with a bird's eye. I can feel them creeping, scheming. Guess it's my third eye. Karma trying to catch me, yeah, they say I'm the worst I am really in these streets, lurking, doing some dirt. Why? Cause if a nigga violated, know the gang is all for the get back. Trying to get fly, get by, that's what we flip past. Keep it cool around my niggas. If you skinny or brolic, it doesn't matter, bullets rip through his 6-pack. He ain't talking money, nigga, fuck all the chit-chat. I leave a zigzag on his face with a blade like he riff-rap. Catch the drop and smoke a hot, like the flame, watch his wig crack. Then I whip the coke up so my wrist snap. Let's talk about them days I was down bad, I never forget that. Had to borrow that designer, yeah, my outfit was mismatched. Bitches wouldn't even break me off a piece of a Kit Kat. Now they fuck me and don't want get my dick back. I told the little bitch I'm in a rush, she need to get from on top of me. Cause I'm chasing these dollars, trying to cop me some property. Trying to start a monopoly, sounds like an anomaly. Or like karate, chop them bricks up properly. Either way I'm working, and either way they hurting.
cause they hate to see a nigga doing good when they believe that I wasn't worth shit. But this a public service announcement. Bitch, suck my dick, I'm back now. What I got, I earned it. Tried to lock me down, but they couldn't break my spirit. They know Clip's the big demon. Feel the heat when you get near him, baby. Mama talking shit, will never tell it like it is. Truthfully, she just trying to line me to catch another bid. Being nasty and spiteful and playing games with my kids. They go to social media and tell you I'm a piece of shit. This shit is crazy. And plus these pussy niggas lately downplaying all my moves when it's really cause they hating. Then my time stood tall, made it back, I waited patient. Now it's killing them to think that Darren Peterson could make it. Cause they recognize Darren Peterson's talent isn't basic. And I started from the basement, man, it's hard for them to face it. Was that kid out the group home, always had dirty shoes on and hand-me-down outfits, man, I can tell you about it. When you was 12 and went to school with your new backpack, I was in juvenile, fighting for my snacks back. Used to ask my mom for $10, cops and me and Jay. Now I got 42 for your bae, she gon' need the gang. Money make the wifey go astray, I get that every day. And the homies wildin', she wanna be around them. 25K views in 1 month, I'm from Haverstraw, them boys in reach 1,000. Ain't no I'm astounding, fresh off a 6-year bid, I had it litty. In less than 10 months, I'm a legend in my city. Shout out the real ones showing love and them haters watching. My hood on my back, yeah, I'm representing Rockland. And fuck them sneaky bitches plotting like we gotta stop him before he prove it's wrong. Just a thought makes him nauseous. Gang told me stay positive and stick to this music shit. I really be robbing and shooting shit that look like ruler sticks. Riding, sliding in a hoopty whip that make Medulla split. Even the driver get it top, trying to catch another op and free the homie. He been down for like 15. He 31, he ain't been home since he was 16. At 16, he wasn't trying to write 16s. He was spinning blocks with a Glock that whole 16. Now he in the yard spitting bars and his shit mean. Cause he got talent, plus he's smart with some big dreams. And I just left him, man, I wish that he came with me. But we could only pray for his appeal. Got his with him, I miss him. But I don't miss them days I call my bitch, she don't answer. Or talk to my mom, she sick and think she got cancer. When I was in the box starving every single day, I would've cut a nigga's face for a PB&J. This shit real, huh? I just wanna bust a brick seal and throw 200 grams to my mans, tell him get bills so he can know how buying what he wants for his kid feels, or pay his mom's rent. Just a thought makes me get chills, this shit real. It could all be so simple. I disregard the law, sell raw and blow pistols. If you go against my squad, I pray that the Lord with you. It's gonna be a sad song as soon as the 4 hits you. Spaghetti sauce, soul in the door, your dog's rental. It's sad cause your dog ain't know he's gonna get you. But if he stand by you, that means he gon' fall with you. He gon' wish he never stopped at the store to get more swishers. Leave him right there. We shoot pistols, we don't fight fair. Cause last time we tried, the other side brought a knife there. So we gon' leave them guys traumatized, it's a nightmare. I promise he gon' die, eyes wide in his night gears. Or catch him in his yard, leave him dead in his house slippers. Put him on a shirt, now he famous, yeah, we clout giving. Niggas holler when my Nina scream, yeah, we shout different. Slide up in your bitch DM, then I'm in her mouth with it. They say money can't buy you happiness, well I disagree. Cause I was just broke in the cell and they had shit to eat. When my niggas pitching them packs, yeah, we got kids to feed. Fuck misery, we risking our lives off for the chips and cheese. Nigga front up in the club, here we getting busy. Stupid snuck a knife in. Bitch, I got a glizzy with me, and you brought your broad with you. Boy, I brought some killers with me. They know we the bad guys, but I don't got no villains with me. It's plenty Pyrus and Blazers up on my side, nigga. Told them first one to reach, first one to die, nigga. Ain't no OGs in my hood no more, it's mine, nigga. But listen, shout out the gang, we on the rise.
That's fucked up. I was on mute. Angie, baby, in the building. Appreciate you, sis. Longest member, though. That's a fact. Angie, the longest member that's been in my chat. That's a cold-blooded fact. Down with the family forever. I just thought about something. I listen to that song every day. That song right there. Every day I listen to that song at my job. Every day. I can't stop listening to that song. Seriously. He ain't no sucker. Shout out to my man SMM Jeezy, man. He ain't no sucker. And he got a heart. He said he wish he could just give his man some money, but he can go take his kid shopping or pay his mom's bills. He said that just imagining, just give his ass chills. Like, get the fuck. That's very, very unselfish people. It's very rare nowadays. But remember, I was telling y'all, pay attention to these dudes in the street, to your nieces, to your daughters, to yourselves. Women are so, y'all on the market right now. They're not really looking at it like that. The sex trafficking thing, they looking at P. Diddy because, like they said, they finding out some more and more. Every day they finding out more and more horrific, graphic details about the sick mind that this man is allegedly reporting that he has from these allegations with these people, man. But when it comes to sex trafficking, there's a movie called Brooklyn's Finest by Antoine Fuqua. Brilliant writer. Free my man Ziggy Zah. If you know anything about Brownsville, shout out to the Big Crip. Ziggy Zah, like, free him. He was in this movie. He had a segment in this movie. Make a long story short, Brownsville legend. It was filmed in Tilden Projects around my family in them building. Rest in peace to my cousin World. Man. But it's a movie with the dude Richard Gere playing a police officer. He got like a couple of days left to his retirement. He's in love with the prostitute that he's been seeing on the low for years. And he wants to retire and move away with her into the mountains and have a happy life. But unfortunately, the rookie they put him in a situation where a black child was murdered. Fast forward. It's like 3 different segments about this show. It's about a cop trying to retire. And it's about undercover. She's going through something, y'all. About an undercover Egypt. It's just a bite. I want everybody to pray for Egypt too. She's getting over a little allergic reaction. Miss Fancy Pants want to be running around in my yard. And unfortunately, she ran across a poison oak bush. Unbeknownst to me, I wake up. She got whelps and stuff over in her, and her eyes are swollen. Everybody that's in here talking about Egypt. Oh, boy, Egypt. I should give you 10 seconds. No, I don't want no prayer hands, Angie. No. I don't want no prayer hands, nobody. Because this ain't the first rodeo for Egypt wanting to be all an explorer. First time it was $173 for a shot and for them to tell me to give her dosages of Benadryl. I felt bad the first night. Swollen face. She's miserable. She's scratching like a crackhead in 84. That's my word. She looking like she's smoking crack. Skin I'm just looking at her like, I'm feeling bad because of the compassionate side of me. But then I'm thinking about something. What is it with you and this poison oak shit? So thank God now all the swelling and everything down. I called the vet. They said you ain't got to bring her in. They said give her a Benadryl with her food. Make sure she drinks plenty of water. If it gets severe, call her 24 hours. Nothing like that happened. I've been through this before. So now, yesterday, she wasn't arguing and barking at trucks and cars. So now she's feeling a little better. So when a motorcycle just comes by, she want to let me know that she feels better because we going live But back to what I was saying. The movie called Brooklyn's Finest. There's a part about Richard Gere trying to escape his job with a couple more weeks to retirement. Then there's a part with Wesley Snipes playing one of Brownsville's biggest kingpins that was released from jail. I forgot the other powerful black actor name. He plays an undercover federal agent that's trying to entrap him to send him back to jail. The third part of the movie is sex trafficking. It was dudes running around, snatching people up, leaving them in the basements of East New York. Shout out to Antoine Fuqua, because the blocks that he picked in East New York, these are real blocks. And these are the real basements. For real. He said dogs can handle higher doses of Benadryl than humans. I got the little capsules down here that they gave me from before, the same things I bought from Walmart. Because sometimes in the summertime, I have my allergic reactions too, because of the pollen. That's his name. That's his name. Thank you, Keish. Don Cheadle. But they talking about sex trafficking. Let me explain something to you, ladies. I know you may be saying, that's my baby. She 9 years old. She 10 years old. It's niggas that want to have sex with your child. It's some weird, sadistic pedophiles in this fucking world. It's people that's paying people in neighborhoods. You see what's happening in Chicago. You see what's happening in New York. You see what's happening in D. It's people. You think these people just disappearing? Let me explain something to you. People just don't disappear. People have to be around people or be in situations or around places that they are comfortable and familiar with to even be vulnerable enough to even be abducted. This is facts. All that shit you see on TV, walking down the street, nah, that's bullshit. I'm talking about real abductions. Someone that you know that you don't know is working with a higher power and your body is worth some money, and they tell them, invite these group of people to this party. Oh, they want to smoke weed? Bring them to this party. Oh, they want to do coke? Invite them to that party. They like that rave shit? Invite them to that party. The rest, they handle it. They're waiting for you to get intoxicated. They're waiting for you to get drunk. They're waiting for you to come out of these establishments trying to walk the train stations or get into your car. And these are the times when people will do things like hitting you from the back. Pay attention to this, ladies and gentlemen. Rear-ending you, hitting you in from a car. And these don't stop. Don't get out your car. Do not get out your car to see if somebody bumps you. Make sure you go to an area visibly with more witnesses, because that's the plan. A lot of times, like they said, it's vans and stuff sitting around that you would not even be knowing is very close. This is all part of a plan. Now check this out. Y'all don't want to see this shit. This shit is real. Y'all don't even want to see this shit, but you got to see this shit. This shit is real. You can't even go to a restaurant. Let's go.
Philadelphia police are still searching for the person who stole a car and then sexually assaulted a 12-year-old girl who was sleeping in the back seat, all while mom was grabbing a cheesesteak order. Police say that the stolen car has been recovered, but the suspect is still out there. Steve Keeley live at police headquarters. And Steve, you spoke to the manager of the restaurant where the abduction started.
This was a series of crimes that got more serious in a matter of minutes. Car thief turned child kidnapper turned child sexual predator. How many minutes? Less than 30 minutes.
What happened is a tragedy. I think it's horrible.
Mike manages Max's Steaks here on the corner of Germantown and Erie Avenues. And its surveillance cameras captured a man steal a mother's Ford Taurus that was left running with her 12-year-old daughter sleeping in the back seat as mom was inside Max's getting a cheesesteak order.
Time for the end of action. I want to know something, y'all. Who's wrong in this scenario right here? Of course, the person that took the car. And sexually assaulted that 12-year-old girl is wrong. We know that. That's not what I'm asking. Why did she leave her child in the back seat with the car running? What type of parenting is that? Male or female, why would you leave your child unattended in the back of a fucking car with the keys running while you went to get a fucking sandwich? Talk to him, GP. Talk to him. Down here, we call it CPS, Child Protective Services. He talking about BCW, Brooklyn Children's Welfare, Brooklyn Children's Welfare. Yo, listen to me. First of all, why did you leave your 12-year? Why did you leave any child of yours or anybody else unattended in a car that's running because you wanted a snack? See, now I got to give y'all some jokes because I don't want that energy on y'all. This is one of them goddamn double cheeseburgers that didn't want her child to know she was getting a steak sandwich. Yes, them parents to get the good food and don't want their kid to know nothing, want their kids to go to sleep. She probably drove around with her for about 40 hours and said, she finally sleep, I'm going to get a steak sandwich. She probably drove around the block 10 damn times. Dog, salute, man. Rest up the mama love. For real. She wanted them double cheeseburgers, man. She wanted to eat that steak sandwich without her child asking, Mommy, can I get some?
12-year-old was sexually assaulted soon after, police say, and then left out of the car here a half-mile away at Broad Street and Roosevelt Boulevard, where she was found by police just 23 minutes after the initial call that the car was stolen. So a lot of customers, because they're coming in for a quick sandwich, leave the car running out here?
No, it's unheard of. And it wasn't like the car was ever parked out here. It was parked on the side street. Anytime I hear about a little girl in the back of a car, I mean, whether she's asleep or not, turn the car off.
Did you pay attention to what he said? That statement he said when I heard it earlier made me question, was she involved with this? Is this a play? Because he said, number one, the car was not out here double parked. The car was on a side block, parked. It just don't make sense, man. And I think she should be held accountable and she should be put in jail. And
because they're coming in for a quick, leave the car running out here?
No, it's unheard of. And it wasn't like the car was ever parked out here. It was parked on the side street. Anytime I hear about a little girl in the back of a car, I mean, whether she's asleep or not, turn the car off. Crack a window, turn the car off. It's that simple. What else can I say beside that? I mean, no reason to leave the car running. None. Like, it's just still Philadelphia.
Police have Max's video, and Philadelphia police sources say they have now recovered the car. The Ford Taurus found 6 miles away here in West Philadelphia, as Special Victims Unit and forensic detectives hope to get both fingerprint and DNA evidence to identify the child sexual predator car thief.
I think the whole neighborhood is upset. Like, this is not anything that is accepted by anyone from around here at all, ever. Like, we take pride in, we have a nice business. We, always try to show love to our customers, and that's just, it's painful. It really was painful. Beyond that, I hope SVU finds out who did it, and they prosecute the hell out of it.
What he really saying is, respectfully, why they do it here? Because that incident right there that's actually on the news, that's went viral and circulating through all the social media areas, that place is marked now. Good evening, Miss April. How you doing? Peace. That place is marked now. The place is marked. That ain't just a steakhouse that was known for selling good steaks. That's a steakhouse that was known where a little girl was abducted. Ain't that some shit? Shout out to my man Billy Owens, y'all. Real friend shit. Let's go.
Yo, Don DeMarco, what's up? I was the little nigga in Jay-Z's sister crib. Hey, Annie. Jay-Z walked me around baseline one time and took his rock chains off after I finished spitting like. This nigga, yeah, what's up, Pop? I remember Dr. Dre and Mike Lynn flew me out to Cali. Like, who the fuck is Bills? Who is this little nigga? Shit crazy, man. I remember I killed the show in the Bay when I was on tour. Too Short walked through and passed all the famous people and came to me like, now that's how you kill a stage in my city. Going on, but wait, violent on the low, witty with the slang. You know what time it is? Y'all see silly with the thing. Prepare your ears for that shitty chitty bang. Bullets freaky, give me head, give me brain. I was a youngster, trying to get some change. Senior citizen, I was walking with the cane. While the coach tried to put me in the post, couple my comrades front page of the post. Tan and that white, zips of green, dust juice and bottles of Listerine. Bills, I'm a product of my environment, so it's only right I so product of my environment. Pushing the Mustang in the bus lane. Music coming out of New York, need an upgrade. I'm new money, Jigga and Jew money. Beyonce, Lemonade, baby, blue money. Organized marches, a 45 cartridge. I'm barbershop gossip, I'm borderline toxic. Play like the Red Sox, guns like the Feds got. Retarded, I'm trying to Snapchat a headshot. You fake gangster, you Instagram gangster. You talk tough, but gotta go get your man gangster. My can in the coop, my man's is the truth. Yeah, and I put hands on you like a masseuse. Send him upstairs with all of his dead kinfolks. Have you flirting with Amy Winehouse at a Prince show? Screws gone since I was newborn. Never was lukewarm, I'm hotter than Tucson. AZ, I'm hotter than Tucson. Or hotter than that, I'm hotter than two sons. Richer now, Billy the Future Flow, digital. I can send them up in the clouds. Yeah, 10s, 20s, 50s.
Yo, that shit is fucked up to be categorized by my nigga Drop Guard. And I had a motherfucking champagne 1993 body Ford Taurus with a 2000 Showtime engine in that motherfucker. That is so fucked up how you categorize people, my guy. I'm going to ask the crowd, should you get 10 seconds for that one? I'm going to ask the crowd, should you get 10 seconds? In 2000, in the year 2000, I had a champagne brown 1993 body, but I had a 2000 Showtime engine in that motherfucker. Rest in peace to Mr. Monroe from Park Place in Utica, Eric Pops. That man changed that engine for me in 2 days. Ooh. Ooh. I never forget when I put that shit on a BQE. Woo. Woo. If you really want to know if you got a good engine, get on the highway and cut the radio off, put the windows down. Right or wrong, dog? Right or wrong, dog? If you really want to know if you got a good engine, get on the highway, preferably late night. Pull that window down and listen to that motherfucking engine, man. Drop Guard, that shit is fucked up, man. He said, man, all drug dealers drove Tauruses. My man Ali from 1191, he had a Taurus too. He had a green one. And he was hustling too, allegedly. My man Teeny from Malcolm X and motherfucking Hancock, he had a dark blue one. He was hustling too, allegedly. That's crazy, man. I never thought about that shit, Drop Guard. I never thought about that shit. That's some real deep shit you said, son. That's some crazy shit, yo. And we got the Ford Tauruses because we wanted to blend in like the police. Because a lot of times back in the days, the police was driving. First, they was driving the Park Avenues. They was driving the Chrysler Park Avenues. Them shits was looking like baby Bentleys. I don't know if niggas remember that. It was Chrysler Park Avenues back in the days. It was outside a long time. It's just fucked up. Then they went to the Ford Tauruses. Then they went to the Caprices. Then they went to the Chargers, and then TNT, them niggas went to the straight 16 passenger vans, but they gutted the back out and put that shit up with, that shit was fucked up. Then TNT started driving. I remember one time TNT was driving through Utica Avenue with a black Escalade. A black Escalade. Them niggas was, let me tell you something how New York got so grimy. Them niggas was confiscating alleged drug dealers' cars. Check this out. It's fucked up, though. All the cars that they had, allegedly, individuals that was driving the cars were caught in them cars with some type of narcotics where their cars were seized from them. East New York, I see you in the building, sis. This is facts. And then the same cars that they used, the same cars that they had repossessed or they confiscated, excuse me, they was riding around busting niggas in them shits. That's a fact. That's the cold-blooded fact. Dog said if you really knew cars, you feel it when the filter pedals, when that shit hit that next. I had a 9.3 Acura. When that shit hit that second gear, that shit go. I thought something was wrong with the car, dog. I had a 9.3 Acura. About maybe, what's this, 2025. I had a 9.3 Acura like 2010. Yeah, that shit hit that second gear. So what the fuck is wrong with that shit? I went and got my uncle here, mechanic. He said, boy, that motherfucker hit in second gear. Nothing happened after that. It would just, but the shit would take off. He said, that's that gear, boy. That's how they talk down here in the South. Boy. Yo, dog, how you feeling, man? Drop the link if you want to pull up my yo. Tell the people what's going on. Everybody asked, everybody prayed about you. You know I'm on your head. I know you got it. Shout out to the family holding it down. Like I said, you got another angel with you. Time for mommy to love up and live. That's a blessing from a child. A parent, that's one thing I tell people. Whew. A parent having to bury a child. Some people say God don't make mistakes, and then some of the old timers say, now this is what the old timers say. I ain't saying what I say. I believe God makes no mistakes. But the old timers, I'm talking about the old timers that right now they damn near slaves. You know, the middle 80s, like them 84s and them 86s and them 87s and them 88s. I don't know if, I hope y'all do have family members in them ages. I still do. But they say when you bury your child, that's a curse of God. They say when you bury your child, it's either because you have made someone else have to bury their child. So it's a curse of God. Ain't that some shit? You may have been responsible just by your direction where someone may have been unalive. You made someone else's family cry over their child. So it's only right, the old timers say, that when God come around, you have to endure the same pain. That's facts. That's what them old time. I'm talking about them old people. I ain't talking about our age. We old too, though. Y'all know that, right? I know some people be like, nah, I ain't old. No, you old. I learned that shit today. You are old. My motherfucking wrist was hurting so bad today. I said to myself, nigga, you old. That's a fact. If y'all be soaking your feet, you old. If you got a heating pad, you are old. If you take baths in Epsom salt, you are old. Anybody in here down with that? If you got to soak your feet, you old. If you have to lay on a heating pad, you are old. And if you take baths in Epsom salt, your ass is old. Y'all don't want to hear that? Y'all don't want to hear that, do you? So I'm the only one in here that ever took an Epsom salt bath? I'm the only one in there that ever had to soak my feet. And y'all telling me I'm the only one in here that ever had to lay on a heating pad. Thank you, Keith. God damn it, somebody. She said, nigga, I'm on my heating pad right now, nigga. She said, I'm on my heating pad right now. Boy, you got one right there with your 2 drop. If you got to go like, yeah, you ain't never lied. That should have been number 4. If your knees start going out on your ass, that's number 4. That's number 4 right there. Number 1 is if you got to soak your feet. Number 2 is if you got to lay on the heating pad. Number 3 is if you have to take a bath in Epsom salt. And number 4 is if your knees start going out on you. You got to hold them shits to stand up. You did that, drop. You got a 10-second in the past. You got a 10-second coupon. You might make a mistake one time in the future and say something that I might just pull the gun out and be like, yo, drop, they got to be 10 seconds. You can pull out your 10-second coupon. You can take it 10 seconds. You can take it 10 seconds like a G. Or you can use your 10 seconds coupon I just gave you like a G2. Either way, you're still a G. You know what I'm saying? You can take the shot, 10 seconds, get back in there and start typing. Or you can go, hold on, Dice. Before you go to clap the 10 seconds, let me use my coupon. That's what I'm going to start doing, y'all. I'm going to start giving out coupons to y'all. That's a cold-blooded fact. I thought about this shit the other day at the job. I'm going to start giving out coupons to y'all. Ron BX, salute. I'm about to start. Yo, Ron BX. I'll be giving 10 seconds. You know that. I'm going to start giving out 10 seconds coupons. That's a cold-blooded fact. Ain't that some shit? That's how much a nigga fuck with you. That's how much I fuck with y'all. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? That's how much I fuck with y'all because y'all know I'm quick to pull this shit out. This shit stay with me at all times. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I go live, I bet y'all pull his gun out. This shit stay with me at all times. You dig what I'm saying? That's a cold-blooded fact. I'm dead serious on that shit because I fuck with y'all. I'm going to start giving out fucking coupons. You dig what I'm saying? That's a fact. There might be some people in this motherfucker right now that might need some coupons. Let me see something. Anybody need a coupon? Let me see something. Anybody need a coupon? Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? Ain't nobody need no coupon in here. That is typed so far. Ain't that something? Ain't nobody. Hey, TT. Hey, TT. Drop your link, sis. Drop your link. Yo, she said some shit one day. She don't even know I'll be in the cut. If I miss the show, I'll be listening. She said some real shit. She said some old school shit. I said this to my man the other night. Shout out to my nigga Pup. She said, don't be trying to hit me up telling me what you feel about somebody else. That's one of the realest things I heard you say, sis. I really fuck with you, TT. You is something different. I told you before I even paid attention to the Oracle thing, I told y'all she's from outer space. And her mic game is crazy. And she get busy on the fucking mic. She give me the Lauryn Hill mixed with a little bit of MC Light vibe. Facts. That's the only way I can describe it. I've been said that. Lauryn Hill, MC Light. Not you, not Latifah, that UNITY. Nah, she ain't that. She ain't that. When I hear like that, ooh, like, you know, like her, Lauryn Hill, Nas. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. That's a fact. And you keep doing what you're doing, man. I don't know where she get that shit from, but her readings be on point. You know, I told myself, I'm going to let TD give me that reading. And then I said to myself, I'm not letting her give me no reading. I said, yeah, you're going to let her give you a reading. And I said, damn, man, don't give her no reading. I said, yeah, you got to let her give you a reading. Then I said to myself, man, see, you know what? The only thing that scares me sometimes about readings, I'm gonna tell y'all a real story. Word up. I'm gonna tell y'all a real story. Remind me to tell you the story after I let y'all hear my man. Shout out the way to Black. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, L'Oreal.
Wait on. I told my dad an alibi. Yeah. In the beginning, dad, life is hard, dog. I mean, for my big monsters, bro. All night in the vegan, I ain't never cried. Elmira, nigga. I wish my car never had to die. Me in the streets, we had a conversation. Being broke was the motivation. They say they love me, but they really hate me. Me in the streets had a conversation. Me in the streets, we had a conversation. Being broke was the motivation. They say they love me, but they really hate me. Me in the streets had a conversation. I got a ball and went and found a block. God gave me a pill, Satan gave me a Glock. I met her once, she gave me the top. Of your life, you want it or not. Being broke was the motivation. Thought through all the pain that it couldn't make. I told Satan, suck a dick, I went and lost my faith in it. I was told if you want it, then go and take it. I got seeds worth the minds, I got enemies, in other words, obstacles, gotta bleed. I Glock 9, a real so the need. I was sitting in the bin crying on my knees. I sat down and had a drink with me. I was thinking if my mama do, she think of me. My mama told me see my daddy when she look at me. Even though I love my aunt, I turned it to a speed. My nightmares, it turned to a dream. My money thoughts turned into a scheme. And they think that life a game. And the shooting got no pain. I popped the bean and then I left the earth. And guy had a gun, he kept it in his purse. My youngin' shot that, put him in a verse. I'm a rider, mirror tints on a black hearse. White man don't understand that being black hurts. Mama crying on the steps in front of a church. Dripping and solidified. Yeah, I see my brother die. Little wanna slide. They ready for the homicide. Said, Lord, take the pain away. My gun sing a lullaby. Ran from parole, I had to hustle, I ain't never hide. Tripping in the beacon, I was tweaking, I ain't never cried. Real multiply, nigga, we don't never die. Just living grimy, yeah. Getting too much money up the hill, they tried to line me. Dominican, she freaky, give me toppy in the lobby. Yeah, you pushing or you swiping cards. Yeah, I spin the block like I spin the yard. Yeah, you stay inside or you catch a charge. My nigga pray to God because they life is hard. My niggas in the Bing wishing they was home. Been there, done that, you ain't not alone. Me in the streets, we had a conversation. Being broke was the motivations. They say they love me, but they really hate me.
Yo, shout out the way to Black. Yo, y'all know why? See, y'all think I be joking. Let me tell you some deep shit. Tell you a story. Keisha's in this building right now. She'll tell you everything I'm saying. She don't know about this story, but she'll tell you about the person I'm about to speak about. This is a high priest. A man. He was from Haiti. Rest in peace to Michelle Monty and them. There used to be two brothers on Utica and Prospect. One name was City. One name was Greg. City was big. Looked like Brutus. He's getting money. They was running numbers, selling coke and all that. Him and his brother Greg was totally different. He was slim. He was smooth. The nigga used to be singing the broads and all this shit. The nigga used to be singing Always and Forever. Like, he was one of them niggas. The nigga used to be singing. Like, chicks used to be in there listening to the nigga singing shit like that. We used to be in the back playing Space Invaders and Miss Pac-Man. Them niggas had 2 Dobermans. The building that they had where they was in, shout out to the Shelmonte family. I don't know who owned the building now, but there was a high priest that rented out a floor. Man, I never hugged my mother again. I used to see all type of cars. I'm talking about from in-state, out-of-state. I even seen diplomatic immunity tags on Utica Avenue going to this man's establishment. They used to be like, yo, who this is? Like, you know what I'm saying? And they used to be like, yo, he a priest. He be reading people and shit like that. Ron BX, I see you, beloved. This is a fact. This is all facts, y'all. This shit like get me teary-eyed thinking about this shit. That's why when TT said that shit get me teary. Like, make a long story short, the man was like, go check him. My man brother used to go to him. He was like, yo, go check him. He said, go talk to him, Dice. So I used to think the shit was a joke. It was only $25. I get a man $25 one day. I come check him. This was the procedure. He had a pitcher of water in an empty glass, and he had a Bible. The nigga put the Bible in the middle of the table, and he put like a cloth on top of the Bible. And then he told me to take the empty glass, put it on top of the Bible. He told me to take the water and pour the glass halfway full. So the fact where he told me to stop, I start pouring. He's like, nah, go ahead. He said, stop, that's it. The man takes the glass, can't make this shit up, and takes a sip off the water. The nigga just started talking to me about my baby mother. I ain't never said I had no son. I didn't never say what I was going through with my baby mother. This man looked at me, TT, and started talking to me about my baby moms, yo. Yo, listen to me. This shit is real. That's why that because I know my heart. You know what I'm saying? You can't make a long story short. This nigga started talking about my baby mom. So he didn't start saying nothing about yo, she cheating on you. Nah, he said some worse shit. This is facts. I'd have rather him say, yo, she fucking. Nah. Yo, that's my word. I still was kind of skeptical on what he was saying. And he looking at me going, you still don't believe nothing is going on. That shit right there almost made me urinate on myself. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna keep it funky with you because I fuck with y'all. Nigga almost made piss run out me when he said that shit because I'm looking at this nigga like, my baby mom's like, when the nigga said, you have a condominium on the 8th floor. It's a man, TT. It's a man, a Haitian man. Yo, listen to me, y'all. Anybody know anything about Brooklyn? I was staying at 1201 Pennsylvania and Vandalia, right on the corner. These is co-ops in Starlight City. These is facts. This is facts. 1230 Pennsylvania, right on the corner of Pennsylvania and Vandalia. I used to take the 3 train to Pennsylvania. I could take the 3 train to Pennsylvania and go downstairs off Pennsylvania and use a transfer and get on a bus. And the bus dropped me off right in front of my house. That was the dirty route for me all the time. Guns, allegedly. Excuse me, I'm bugging. Forgive me. Oh! Yo, listen to me, TT. You ain't ready for this one. You ready for it? I just thought about that. You TT the Oracle. Keisha, I never tell you the story. The nigga said, she wants you to eat out of a garbage can. I said, what? Like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, I wasn't thinking about what he was saying, y'all. He was like, she want me to eat out of garbage. I said, what the fuck the bitch want me to eat out of garbage? Like, I'm saying to myself, what the fuck? That shit don't even make no sense. He got me looking at him like he crazy. He was like, nah, you're not understanding. He said, I see you're kind of successful. I'm looking at him like, what? Yeah, I was getting a little money, allegedly. I ain't gonna front. He was like, you're kind of successful. That's the word he used. He said, you're successful. He said, people love you. He said, people love you. He said, some people are fearful. They're very afraid of you. I'm looking at this nigga like I'm scared to death. He said, but your son and mother, swear to God, I got my right hand on my mother's soul, man. I never. touch her. He said, this woman, you see that shit? Devil be gone. She used to be writing letters to an evil spirit because we wasn't together. This is a fact. This is a fact. The nigga started telling me about shit I went through, and I didn't even understand the shit. One time I went and dropped my son off. I always had keys to the crib because I left the crib to her. Always had keys to the crib. I always respected her space. If she said she was going to have some dude over some shit like that, I always respected her space. But when I would go get my son sometimes, and she would be coming home late, like about 8:30 or 9 o'clock, I would always get my son from the babysitter, 3 o'clock, 3:30 the latest. He'd be knocked out. By the time she get there, I'm ready to slide out. I break out one night, the police just jump behind me and pull me. And that same tourist I was talking to Drop Guard about. Do y'all know? Listen to this. I see you, sis. This is true. Yo, listen to me. Yo, Keish, I can't make this shit up. Listen to me. Listen to me. The police pull me out of nowhere. I'm going down Pennsylvania, and I go to make the left to get in the lane because I'm going to White Castle. I'm going to White Castle. Niggas just jump behind me. When I go inside the parking lot of White Castle, they just got behind me. They got on the bullhorn with the light, and they was like, yo, put your hands out the window and don't move till we get to the car. Niggas pulled me out the car, ran through the whip. I had a half a spliff in the ashtray. Them niggas broke that shit up. Them niggas was running in my crib, like running in the car like I had guns. On the grace of my son, when I was watching my son, when I went to bathe him, I took my gun off, allegedly, and I put it in a slant of the couch. I had fell asleep on the couch. My son was asleep. When she came home, I just jumped up because I had to get back to Utica Avenue, and I left my gun at the crib. And my aunt told me, that girl told them police you had something on that car. But they had to let me go. But this is the more dangerous part about the reading. He started talking to me about my moms. Now he got me now. I'm interested. Yo, you dig what I'm saying, y'all? I swear to God, L'Oreal, I'm interested now. The nigga done told me, he's like, certain shit happening and talking about the police, and I'm like, what the fuck is this whole shit? She never even knew that I left my gun allegedly, that it was left there because I always had it on me. And I wasn't, see, this is how God has always protected me. I never left my gun. I never left that shit, but I left it. I didn't even, it's like I forgot to get it out the side of the slit of the couch because I had my son with me. I wasn't gonna be walking around with no gun in the crib, my son in my hand like that. And I had dozed off on the couch. When she got up and I seen what time it was, I just broke the fuck out. See? He started talking about my moms. He was like, you need to start spending more time with your mother. I'm like, what? He was like, cause she love you. The nigga just fucked me up. He was like, cause she love you. He said, you love her. And he said, sometimes, you know, he said, our family members are our angels. He said, start spending a lot of time with her. 3 months later, I lost her. 3 months later, I lost her. August 17, 2002. I lost her. This is facts. That motherfucker likes people with TT. TT said some shit. She said, one time she was talking some Virgo shit. I said, this motherfucker here. For real. And sometimes if you hear, see, you can hear what you know, and that could drive you crazy. Then you can hear what you're not ready to understand, and that can drive you crazy. And then the anticipation on wanting to know what's going on, but then the denial of understanding how detrimental it could be to you, you don't want to tackle, like you can't be opening certain Pandora boxes. I'm just real funny about certain shit. TT dead serious. Like I'm saying, I ain't got nothing to hide. You dig what I'm saying? It's just certain things that I've been in the presence of a priest where he said certain things that it put an energy on me to the fact, this is a dead fact, where I was like, when he was talking to me, I felt like I was on that movie, what the fuck is the name of the movie with the dude and the young lady, the white young lady? and they hit the deer. And they tricked him to wind up going to the house, and they was auctioning him off. He didn't even know that. The blind dude wanted his eyes. What was the name of that movie? And then she was doing the shit on the motherfucking, on the T. And then like she said, the sunken place. I was just sitting there. I just literally was just stuck to the chair paying attention to what he was saying to me. And he told me to go get a pair of beads. He said, go get a bead. He said, go get a pair of beads and a rosary. And I wound up walking up to Utica and Sterling to the Alibaba that used to be on Utica and Sterling by the Chinese restaurant and got the beads. And I brought the beads back to him. He said, let me hold them. Come back and get them in 7 days. I promise you, ain't nothing happened to me with them beads and with them beads and that rosary on my neck. Nothing came around me. He told me never let nobody touch my beads. He said, whatever you do, don't let nobody touch your beads. And I started saying, what about my son? He said, your son is somebody. That's just how he said the shit. He said, no, he said, your son is somebody. He said, never let nobody touch your beads, man. For real. And then my beads popped in my sleep because I used to always take them off and put them on my doorknob. And this particular night, I fell asleep and popped my beads. And 2 days later, I was in Central Booking. But I think I'm going to have to set that up with TT because that would be very, very interesting. That would be very, very interesting. I am kind of upset about the Knicks losing. Y'all know that before we get out of here. But shout out to the Indiana Pacers and the OKC because I personally say I'm a diehard Knicks fan. We already out of it. So if we was playing right now, you know my enthusiastics would be towards New York Knicks. But the two teams that's playing in the finals right now, OKC and Indiana, what I really, really appreciate about this actual matchup is both of them have the same energy and they have the same game plan. The New York Knicks is a 3-quarter, half-court team. We can run the ball if we want to on a defensive off rebound. But what I'm saying is when you look at Indiana, they grab the ball and run. If they taking it from inbound, they throwing it out and they running. If you look at OKC, they do the same thing. That's why that was such a electrifying game. I fell asleep because I had to go to work this morning. And they was down by Indiana was down by 14. I wake up this morning, that big head leprechaun boy with the long last name that start with an H, he done did some extra goofy shit. See, shit like that, I don't be understanding. And I got to get this off my chest before I get out of here. Yo, Grizz, I got to get this off my chest before I get out of here. So big head boy with the last name H that I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He did it with the Milwaukee Bucks. He's just got this miraculous shot that comes from nowhere. He did it with the Milwaukee Bucks. He did it with the Cleveland Cavs. He did it with us, the New York Knicks. And then last night, his name and his shot comes up again to put them up by 1 point with 0.3 left. I watched the replay and I'm saying to myself, did he sell his soul? Did somebody make him sign that contract, man? Did somebody make him sign that contract? That's a fact, Grizz. Thank you, TT. She said, when you're ready, I'm here. That's a fact. The Pacers play as a team. Them niggas know how to run that ball. That's just I'm used to seeing, we was young when we was playing ball. Niggas was running. You dig what I'm saying? That's what he look like, a little big head leprechaun. That's what he look like. I can't even pronounce his last name. I just know it starts with an H. Facts. You know who I'm going to give the new Reggie Miller award to? That Nesmith boy. Yo, let me tell you something. What he did to us in the Garden is going to always go down as legendary. 7 3-pointers. Come on, man. Halliburton. What the fuck type of name is that, Grizz? What the fuck type of name is a Halliburton? It's the type of name of a nigga that got his team to the finals. If you really want to think about it. Facts. But when it comes to the Knicks, I gotta say I'm proud of them, man. It's sad that they got me to the fact where I was just seeing Bronson standing next to Mickey Mouse with the New York jersey on and the Cuban link on Mickey Mouse. I wanted to see that. But one thing I am so glad about. Y'all ready for this? Can anybody tell me what I'm glad about? Can anybody tell me what I'm glad about? I'll give you time to think about it, but can anybody tell me what I'm glad about? Anybody?
Top. When you call my name. Lyric City. Yeah. Now for real. Yeah. They praying no one down for fuck them, these niggas needy. Believe me, these niggas is mad, they'll never be me. Don't trust them, they fell to the family to get them DP. 6 feet buried alive, face on the white tee. Lately, I've been staying far away from these niggas cause they better. I only bring animals in the slitter. Take me where they only do linen and fine women. Take me where they only drink champagne with they dinner. Take me where if niggas is hating, they can't enter. You can put your trust in niggas, see me, I don't. That bitch is only known for cheating, you think she won't? I'm praying for the best, but still prepared for the worst. I give them a chance, you bring the road. Cause niggas fans don't want no smoke. Right or left, yeah, it really don't matter. Pussy, I'm good with both. Aiming dead shots, I'm throwing made for your head and chest. Yes, some of the realest shit that I ever wrote. My resume say don't play, not to be provoked. Never would I let these niggas trick me out my spot. Never would I act like I'm something I'm not. Never would I tell, I remain real. Never would I, nigga. Never would I crash off the internet. These 762s, you need a bigger vest. It's time, I'ma ask you one more time, like what we doing here. Semi-automatic and tragic, I make a movie here. Learn to minimize my friends, cause niggas be moving weird. They call me, I come, like job, blow me a gun. The difference is when I call niggas, they never come. But shout out to the niggas that do, they know what's up. Jesus, peace, hate for my neck, it's never tough. Take a loss and you get right back at it, no give it up. They good money, gon' post it on the gram, like who gives a fuck? Till they face down in that barrel, like nigga, give it up. So much for bragging, got them fit for a casket. My energy I'm giving is what? Tell niggas smash it.
See, that's where you fucked up. You're gonna let me know right now if you cashed in that motherfucking coupon I just gave you, my nigga. You see that? It's shit like this that make you let me know if you're gonna just take the shot or you gonna cash in the coupon I just gave you, son. It's just like a pawn shop, son. You got to cash in. You got to show me your ticket to get your merchandise. You can't come up here and talk about your name is Drop God. I don't give a fuck about that bullshit. You got to show me the ticket. If you plan on using that ticket right now, you can. I just gave it to you. But if not, the shot has to go to you, brother. You said you glad the Knicks don't have to suffer anymore? Okay, let me tell you something. I got one for you. Check this out. Let's go. Let it go. Bam. You didn't talk fast enough. Boop. 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 Won't see that anymore. Boop. Boop. Here it is. You won't see that anymore. That's facts. You can pack that comment up. You know who don't have to suffer no more? Drop God. Because his 10 seconds is up. You had to suffer just now, didn't you? Yeah, you had it. You still got it. You still got it because you ain't cash it in fast enough. So you still got a 10-second coupon. You still got one. You can use it whenever you want to. I just asked you if you wanted to cash that shit in because once you said the Knicks don't got to suffer no more, I had to go ahead and do that, man. It's Friday night sip and burn. I had to go ahead and do that, man. Appreciate y'all for coming up in here, man. That's a fact, man. I can't get upset with nobody like that, but we will get the 10 seconds going on out here. And shout out to my man, Hard Luck, y'all. I want y'all to bang this video for me, y'all. I want y'all to bang it for me. I want everybody with a podcast to start banging this shit. You dig? Let's go.
You's a bitch ass.
See? Now that's fucked up. It didn't come. See, it wasn't supposed to do that. Wasn't supposed to do that. If you want to do that, that's what I do. See? You shouldn't have did that. Why you want to do that? It wasn't cool. It wasn't right. Wasn't supposed to do anything like that. Wasn't supposed to do that. Fucking with a nigga. Just don't like fucking with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people in the building.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist with it. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?